Emily and Jacob had come to my shop to visit me after school one day. It was the first sunny day, and when they left on their way home, about 2 minutes, I got a call from Jacob that Emily had been ran over by a tow truck. And I was like, Cooper. Yeah. Right away, no hesitation, bring us there.
Emily came in extremis. She was on a breathing tube. She really didn't even have any blood left in her system. We had to stop her from bleeding and just assess which of her injuries would kill her first. We get her into the operating room. The anesthesiologists are working on her airway. The trauma surgeons are trying to figure out what's going on with her leg. We had to keep her pelvis in place because it was nearly shattered. We've called our vascular surgeons in. We have an Army medic who was putting in tubes into her chest. We have another doctor who was working on her intestines, which had been severed. And then myself and another one of our doctors who was working on the active hemorrhage that's coming from her leg, all to just make sure she even made it through the first minutes and hours of her stay here at Cooper.
Trauma patient care has to be as immediate as possible. So it's very important to us that when patients are injured in this area, they come to a trauma center. If they arrive at an outside emergency department that doesn't have the resources to care for these patients, there will be the inevitable delay in transfer, and this could potentially cost patients their lives.
We didn't know. We didn't know if they were going to come out and say, you know, I'm sorry she didn't make it.
I was actually the one that got them from the waiting room and brought them to her room. Right before I walked through the doors, I just took a deep breath because she was just so critical, and I know that they were just so scared.
I just wanted to see her. I didn't know how she was, but I knew when they were bringing us back to see her, she was alive.
Yeah. It was kind of a sense of relief, but at the same time, it was like she was all stitched up in the face. She had so many things wrong with her.
I remember telling them, you know, right now we are going minute by minute, and then at some point we will go hour by hour, and then at some point hopefully we'll be going day by day, but right now I cannot tell you if she's going to leave the hospital.
They tried to save her leg at all costs. I mean, 16-year-old, 15-year-old girl losing her leg would be devastating itself for her, you know, but that was the big thing that was keeping her down. It was after her leg got amputated, and then she started just getting better from there.
Here we go.
She's been stalking you on Instagram.
I took care of her, I would say a lot. The majority, probably like 75% of her stay was with her. It was just inspiring kind of seeing her grow from first coming in to now, honestly. But we would go to procedures together. I know that was tough for her, but we would come back, and on days we had light days, we would just braid hair, go to the healing garden, go to the smoothie shop when we could. We were allowed to have something.
Brooke, she is actually like a lot of motivation for me. It's like a relief seeing her. A lot of it is a blur. I remember a lot of people telling me what happened. One time when I asked my dad what happened, he told me I was ran over by the truck, and I was like, what the freak? And he gave me permission to curse, and I took advantage of it.
It just became a swear fest for her, you know. It wasn't in front of everybody, but it was, you know. When you think of doctors, you think of almost like a detachment between the human and the patient, you know. But we didn't get that here. We got doctors that we felt that were really cared about our daughter.
They painted her nails.
And they were braiding her hair. I mean, when the night before she got her leg amputated, One of the doctors came in and she was painting her nails, and there was a doctor on each side doing it. It was just like, I'd never seen that kind of treatment from anybody, and
These were doctors.
I felt indebted. You know, I feel it still, like,
Absolutely.
you know, if I could do more, I absolutely could, but she's here because of all of them, so it's amazing.
Cooper, about 10, 11 years ago, decided to up their game and electively became verified as a pediatric trauma center, and the only pediatric trauma center in South Jersey. Pediatric trauma patients have some specific needs. They're not just little adults.
And so people do train specifically in pediatrics. In Emily's case, she's a great example of the fact that time was of the essence. She was injured at quite a distance from Cooper, and there was a important decision to place her in a helicopter and bring her a longer distance to Cooper instead of her bringing her immediately to an outside hospital. And that was a critical decision that was made, and an important one. And Emily was able to come here and receive care as quickly as possible. And that saved her life.